What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. We've got a great video for you guys today. We're gonna go over the 20 things that you should have if you're a rideshare driver. Before we jump into this video, we wanted to give a quick shout out to Buckle. Buckle is the best form of rideshare insurance for drivers. Now you can get $20 just for getting a free quote by using the link below. But what I love the most about Buckle is that you won't even need to have your other insurance. So it's not like you need to have two insurance policies, one for rideshare driving and then one for just your regular driving, which is what most of us have always done. With Buckle, you can actually just have one policy. It covers you while you're rideshare driving and if you're just running some normal groceries or whatever it is that day. So check it out, guys. Get that free 20 bucks for getting a quote, and let's jump into the video. All right, so number one on the list is the most obvious one, and if you don't know this, you're probably just really far behind. You need a phone mount. I've actually taken rides as a passenger where my driver was just holding his phone the whole time. Not only do you not feel safe, but it's just very inconvenient, and I can't imagine how sore his forearm was from doing that all day. Number two is rideshare insurance. Too many drivers just think that they can get around with just their normal policy. Believe me, it will bite you in the butt. You need to have rideshare insurance. Number three, a clean driving record. Now, there are some shoddy stories about some Uber drivers who have gotten away with having some pretty crazy stuff on their record. But for the most part, once you do that Buckle background check, if you don't have a clean driving record, you're probably not going to be driving too much Uber or Lyft. Number four on the list is dash cam. I just am always blown away by the amount of drivers that don't have a dash cam. With all that driving, statistically, you're more likely to be in an accident than anyone else just because of how much you're on the road. It's not worth it to just think that it'll always happen to someone else. You want to have a dash cam just in case anything happens. It is worth that sense of security and peace of mind. Number five is a second phone. This was a game changer for me. Once I stopped using my main phone and I just had a second phone, it was really nice because generally I would put my main phone on silent while I drove so that phone calls wouldn't interrupt the navigation. Once I got a second phone, I could leave my main phone on for emergencies and not feel like it would disrupt the ride. It's also a write-off and you don't need anything nice. An older model iPhone will do just fine. You could probably get one for under 100 bucks at this point and it would be great, especially if you're using it just for Uber and Lyft. Next on my list is a roadside kit. So just your basic, in case you break down, in case anything happens. I think you want to always have a spare tire, and if you did use your spare tire, I would definitely recommend getting a new one ASAP. You don't want to be giving a ride way out in the middle of nowhere and then you get a flat tire and your tow is going to be crazy expensive. So always have that spare tire, always have a tire jack. And then in those kits, a lot of times they have road flares and a lot of other stuff that you just never know when it could come in handy. Number seven is a working vehicle that's fuel efficient. Again, I've had too many rides as a passenger where that car was not working and it was incredibly frustrating. I gave them a low rating and didn't tip. Cars that didn't have working AC, the list goes on and on and on of the amount of issues, and it's just kind of paranoid if you look up and you see the check engine light on. The driver's always going to tell you, oh, they just need an oil change, but you're going to wonder what's really going on. So make sure you have a working vehicle, not one that needs a little bit of work. Make sure it's just really good to go. Next on our list is a car wash membership. This is so clutch. I can't even tell you how much you'll use this. I remember giving a ride once where I picked these guys up that were at a horse show. Their boots were literally covered in horse dung. It was all over the floor seat covers. And it's times like that where I was really thankful that I could just turn the app off, go run through the vacuums real quick, get a quick wash while I'm there. It doesn't really take that much time. You don't need to make your car look super clean each time, but just a quick vacuum and a quick wash will do the job. A lot of these memberships are very cheap, 12 to 15 bucks a month. I think the most expensive one I ever paid for was 30 bucks a month. Next, and kind of on that same topic, is a gas station membership. This is a really good idea just for good fuel rewards. Now, in general, using something like Get Upside or Gas Buddy, as well as your Pro Rewards, is going to get you the most savings. But every now and then, I'm able to combine all that with a gas station membership. But it's also good to have, because if it's chained with your local grocery store, every time you get groceries, you're getting points towards that. And a lot of times then you go to fuel up and you get like 30 cents off per gallon. It's not going to be often, but it's going to add up eventually, and it's definitely something that's worthwhile and will save you money in the long term. Next on our list is either a side hustle or a main hustle. So you should either have something you're starting and using Uber and Lyft to fund, or you should have something that you've already started and you're using Uber and Lyft to keep kind of funding it, but also to network. I've always said it's a unique opportunity when you have this many people in your vehicle that you get to talk to. Have something else you're pursuing on the side. It'll be easy for you to make those connections then and grow whatever hustle you're working on at the time. Next up is some type of safety mechanism. Next is some way to track expenses. There's a lot of apps that will do it just while you drive, or you could use TurboTax or QuickBooks. There's a lot of different ways you could do this, but you don't want to get lazy with tracking every cent you spend while you are running your rideshare business. You have to treat it like a business, and if you don't, it will bite you in the butt come tax time. Next on our list is Play Octopus, a phenomenal service. They send you a free tablet, they pay for the data, it allows the customer to play games while you're driving. They can win prizes, and you make more money while they're driving, while they're playing the games. To me, it's a no-brainer because it's free. It's gonna get you more tips, a better rating, and you'll make more money if people are playing it. Next on our list is seat covers. This was a big one for me. No matter what happens, no matter how much you emphasize that people need to keep your car clean, they won't. Having seat covers is just going to be an easy way to make sure no one ever gets a stain or anything on your back seat. You might say no drinks. You'd be surprised how easily someone can sneak a Frappuccino bottle in their jacket, pop it open without you noticing. They take a sip, you hit a bump, Frappuccino goes all over your back seat, and you might not even notice it, and then multiple rides go by and you don't even really know who it's from. So seat covers is an essential, because I promise people will get away with being sneaky. Next on our list is a small cooler, something to keep some food and drinks for you in. You can keep it in your trunk or on the floor of your front seat where people rarely sit. This is just key. I found that once I had a small cooler, I could even just bring little fruits and things to snack on that would stay cool throughout the day, versus always being tempted to eat out. Next is either hand sanitizer, disinfectant, or both. Now, I'm not really a germ freak, but I had a lot of passengers that were, and every now and then it's just nice to give your hands a little bit of a hand sanitizer break. You feel like there's that many people in your car, there's gotta be some crazy germs floating around, so you might as well have something like that in your car and just write it off anyways. Next on our list is proper amenities all around, utilizing as many things you can to write off that you can also provide to customers for extra value to make them have a more pleasant ride. You're gonna want more things to write off come tax time. So getting everything you can as far as snacks, waters, gum, mints, utilizing all of those things and then having it available for you as well is a very key thing to do. Next on our list is some type of credit card scanner for tolls. If you live in an area with a lot of tolls, you will lose a lot of time digging around for change. So every state is gonna have essentially, I remember in Illinois they called it the iPass. I don't know of any others personally. But the iPass would just go on your windshield and you could drive straight through, not lose any time. You're gonna get reimbursed for those tolls, but the main thing is you don't wanna lose time, like I said, digging around for change. And the last one on our list is a winning personality. You have to be a conversationalist to some degree. You don't technically, but it's gonna get you more tips, more connections, and a better rating overall. So show up, have a good story, have a good attitude, and I promise you guys will kill it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure you check out Buckle just so that you're covered in any scenario while you're rideshare driving, they will fully cover you in an accident. They have really great rates, and as I said at the beginning of the video, you can actually replace your old insurance with this, so you don't have to be paying on 2 policies. Thank you guys again. Check out the link in the description for Buckle, and stay tuned for more updates.